Hello, dear student, my dear friends. This is Rakesh Mohan Kothari, lecturer physical education from Government Co-ed Sarvodaya Vidyalaya, Rampura. Here we are with the chapter number 4, part 4, Disability Etiquettes, Mrs. Shunita Sardaji, a very experienced teacher with you. So, we will discuss with you about disability etiquette. So, welcome, Mrs. Sunita Shardaji.
Namaskar. Once again, welcome to the class of physical education for class 12, chapter number 4. Today we will discuss about the disability etiquettes. Disability etiquettes means the appropriate behavior while dealing with a person with disability, like the person with hearing disability or a visual disability or a person using a wheelchair or speech disabilities. These etiquettes are usually the mannerism, the good behavior that we present before a person with disability. So let's start today's topic. The etiquettes while talking to a person who is on a wheelchair. So the wheelchair, it is also called as a part of body part of the user. So while talking to him or to such a person, always stand in front of them and maintain a eye contact. Don't talk to them while you are standing behind the chair. Number next, and it is inappropriate to automatically assist the individual without his or her permission. That means it is a general habit that if we are talking to a person with a wheelchair, we tend to move his chair forward or to take him to the direction, but we should not force ourselves on him for pulling or pushing his chair. So you move his chair whenever it is asked by him. If he rejects your assistance, if he doesn't want, if he or she doesn't want to take your help, so don't force yourself on them, right? So the next point is, uh, if you are talking to a person and your conversation takes a long time, okay, you are involved in a conversation and it is taking a bit long, so you should either kneel down or sit down on a place where you can have eye contact with the person. It doesn't look nice that the person is sitting on a wheelchair and you are standing, and he might feel discomfort while talking to you by raising his neck again and again. So we should make a viewing angle. Number next is, we should always respect the person who is on a sitting on a wheelchair, and respect his wheelchair also, as because wheelchair is considered as a body part, is a body part of the individual. So we must not force ourselves on him, and we must make a proper social distance regarding wheelchair person. Students, see these pictures. See here in step 2, we should always greet a person with shaking hand. Number 2 is there. We should offer help at appropriate times. We should not push or pull his chair on our own. See here the third picture. Don't compare every wheelchair user to an elderly adult, that oh, you are sitting on a, you are using a wheelchair, you are very old. These kind of things we should not mention with them, and we should not touch their wheelchair, as we have rightly uh, read a few seconds before, that the wheelchair is considered as a body part of the person, of the user. So we should not touch his wheelchair. So these are the mannerism for the person who is sitting on a wheelchair. disability etiquettes with a person with speech difficulty. For speech difficulties, there are different type of patterns, like a Tourette's syndrome, or stuttering, or complete speech loss. These are kind of speech disabilities. And while if you're conversing with a person with speech difficulty, do not rush. Do not rush while talking to him. Give him some time to listen to you, then reply. They may take some time to reply because they have difficulty in talking. So always allow them to complete the sentence themselves instead of completing it for them. Suppose you have understood what he wants to say, but wait for the person to complete his sentence. Convey the point you do not understand and allow them to respond freely. Do not pretend to understand if you don't. You can ask them again and again that you didn't get what they want to say. That's why they will feel comfortable with you. Always encourage such people rather than correcting them. Do not correct them time to time, but just encourage them to speak on their own. Yes, you have recognized. She is Rani Mukherjee, and here she was acting in a movie Hichki, where she played a, a role of a speech impaired person. She was suffering from Tourette syndrome. You might have remembered that picture. So that difficulty is called as Tourette syndrome. But how she carried herself there in the uh, movie, and how she made others understand about the Tourette syndrome. It was a marvelous movie. Here, the person here, you can see uh, this woman is trying to help a child with speech difficulties, how to make sounds for different words. So, this was all about the etiquettes for the person with speech disabilities. Disability etiquettes while dealing with a person with hearing disability. Students, sometimes the hearing disability is sometimes it's partial and sometimes it's full hearing disability. So when the person is partially disabled to hear, so while communicating with such person, we should make sure that there is no other background noise, right? So and while you want to talk to them, to take their attention, the person is looking to other side, but you want his attention, so just tap on his shoulder or wave your hand to take his attention. And do not shout on the person, the one who is having hearing disability, because while shouting, our emotions, they just come out. It is not just the sound that makes us feel bad while shouting, but the expressions also change. So we should be careful while talking to them. And suppose the person is fully disabled from hearing, and you are using an interpreter to communicate with such a person. Some other person is there to communicate with you and that person with the hearing disability. You should direct all your remarks to the person you are talking to, that is the person with hearing disability, not to his interpreter. So, and one more thing, while talking to a person with hearing disability, we must talk slowly and clearly, as because they can read our lips. So, we should talk slowly so they can understand by the lip movement, by the gestures of facial expression, right? So, we can talk slowly, and we can use some of the sign languages also, uh, so that they can understand what you want to say. For more clarification, let's see the pictures. These pictures say a lot about the mannerism, etiquettes while dealing with a person with hearing disability. See here, face me when you talk. While talking, you should always have your face towards the person with hearing disability. And some of the sign languages for please, for thank you, and for hello, these are the sign language. And okay, have you seen this big right here? And here in the last picture, the girl is shouting for her name, but she is a person with disability, and she comes close to her and taps on her shoulder. This is the right way to deal with a person with hearing disability. Now, the disability etiquettes for visually impaired person. So the one who has lost his eyesight, he cannot see. So he cannot see your gestures, your non-verbal communication, what you are trying to say with a non-verbal gestures. So we should not use this communication, but we should say everything in words. And before starting conversation with a visually impaired person, you should always introduce yourself, that who are you and from where you have come, or to whom you are friends with, like that, as because they cannot see you, but whenever you introduce yourself, they might uh, recognize you. So, and the next point is, while walking with a person with visual disability, they use cane to walk, right? But you can offer your arm also. You can offer your arm so that they can hold your arm and walk with you, walk alongside you with you. And you should also guide them that this is a curve, or there is a ditch, or there is a hole, pothole we can say, or there is some obstruction, so that they can mind their steps accordingly. And the last point is, whenever you have finished your conversation, then before leaving the room, or before leaving the area from where you want to move on, you should always inform the visually impaired person that, okay, I am moving now, see you, bye bye. Like that, these terms should be used so that he should come to know that you are leaving now and the conversation is over. See here in picture number 1, uh, the person is guiding another person with the visual impairment about the route, how to reach the destination. And in another picture, this lady, she has offered her arm to the visually impaired person so that he can walk towards his destination. In another picture here, they are talking with each other, and they are fully engrossed with each other. Here is the last picture you can see. This is देश की पहली नेत्रहीन IAS महिला. She is Madam Pranjal, and she is IAS now, and she is visually impaired. So this impairment cannot stop us from reaching the heights. It is just a matter of fact that she is impaired with one disability, but her other abilities are very strong, and she has proved this. Etiquettes with a person who is a slow learner or disabled in learning. So always speak very slowly and politely with a person having a learning disability. And who are the person who are suffering from learning disability? We have already read about this. The cognitive disability and the intellectual disability, the autism spectrum, these the person suffering from these difficulties, they are learning disabled persons. So while talking to them, we must be very very polite, and we should not use very complex sentences while talking to them, as because they are slow learner, they might not understand the complex words. Listen carefully to whatever they want to say or convey and try to understand them, as because their learning process is very slow and they take a lot of time to understand. So we must have this much of patience, and we should wait for their response. While teaching learning disabled person, or while playing with them, we should use colorful figures, illustrations, and other such resources so that they can enhance their teaching. We should not be limit ourselves to books, bookish knowledge. We should enhance their teaching learning by giving colorful figures, drawings, or sceneries, paintings, colors, blocks, so that they can understand the concept by using these toys or games. Yes, you can recognize these pictures here. Yes, it's Ishan in the movie. He was suffering from a learning disability, dyslexia. He was not able to understand what the teacher has written on the board. But later on, when a teacher understood his problem and he made him understand the words, and he was able to bring him into the mainstream. And here, yes, you can see this is Rahul Mehra in a movie, that is Hrithik Roshan. He was also suffering from learning disability. He was intellectually disabled in that movie. So, while dealing with a person with disability, we should have proper empathy, we should be compassionate towards them. Students, here we conclude the disability etiquettes. Here is an assignment for you. These are some of the sample questions that may come in your board examination. So, practice these questions. In the next class, we will discuss about the facilities that are arranged for CWSN students and the benefits of sports activities for children with special needs. Till then, complete these assignments and stay safe. Bye bye.